it might be helpful here upon reflection of verses 5 to 7, and this will relate to the next few verses as well, just to identify some contrasts that we're seeing here between the conduct of a genuine believer and an unbeliever, as far as a consistent manner of life. So as we consider this, we'll see that believers battle with sin, whereas unbelievers live with sin. There's no battle. It's a good sign if there's a battle. If you're troubled by sin, if you want to defeat it, if you're bothered by it, you're seeking to overcome it, not just from some moral, humanistic perspective, but out of love for Christ and what's been done for you. Secondly, we see that believers are sober about the consequences of sin, whereas unbelievers are very much unconcerned or even ignorant about the consequences of sin. Believers know better. They know the damage that sin causes. They, to have embraced the gospel, have at least embraced the disgusting aspect of what happened to Christ on the cross as a picture of what sin does. In and of itself shows the consequences of sin. Believers, through obedience, seek to defeat sin. Unbelievers, through disobedience, seek to practice sin. Again, we're not talking about a perfect record in these things, but through obedience, the believer will seek to defeat sin. And lastly, believers desire to live in a way that pleases God, though they may struggle, though they may fall and fail. That's their desire. They really do want to please God. But unbelievers really desire to live in a way that pleases self. Everything is about, and that could be living in a very moral, upright way. It could be living in a very sacrificial, servant-hearted way, but is still ultimately to please self.